G'day guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode. In this one, we have some feathery fun at the Maleny Botanic Gardens and Birdworld, then enjoy ourselves a spot of lawn bowls, all before making our way north and laying down some plans for the Jeep repairs. So don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy this week's episode.
G'day guys, welcome back to another video. So, in this one may not be for everybody, but Em and Isabel are going to have a ball.
Yes.
We're heading off to Maleny Birdworld. We are currently at Kadanga, which is like 5k from Emma Moore, where we were for that last little update.
Yes.
But brakes are all fixed. This is basically its little test drive since we fixed everything. But we've got to shoot over there for the day. They've got apparently petting zoo and everything, haven't they?
Yeah, so they've got the Birdworld, so the aviary, they've got the Botanic Gardens, as well as what they call the Farm Friends.
Yeah, and we were supposed to do this last time we were in the sunny coast, but
we forgot.
we didn't, so we'll go this one.
We're doing it this time.
And then, yeah, we'll see how long this takes. If not, we'll see what happens, but we'll see you there. It claws your head like a cat.
You've got food in his mouth.
Alright, so we're all finished at Maleny Birdworld.
Yes.
As for how was it, I think if you live on the sunny coast, I think it's about one of the only things on the sunny coast like that. So in that respect, I think it's well worth it.
For sure.
There wasn't anything wrong with the place. I just feel like compared to other places we've gone, it wasn't the best. But there wasn't anything wrong with it.
There wasn't anything wrong with it, right? So, like we've said to ourselves, you've got to remember we've seen a lot of things, and you know, a lot of really good stuff.
It's incredibly looked after. Like the maintenance and everything that goes on there is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And like
and
even
it's beautiful.
It is the botanic garden side of it, the rose gardens, and that is absolutely amazing.
Stunning.
The downfall to the bird aviary is that it's a guided tour. And it's not big, like the bird aviary is not big at all, it's quite small.
Yeah,
and
so
like
you punch through it a bit quicker than they say on the website too.
Yeah.
They say to allow 50 minutes, so I think it only took us less than half an hour.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's a guided tour, so you can't just chill out in there watching the birds and watch them fly around. That sort of
watch
thing.
them do their thing.
In the respect that you can hold them a call, like you can't pat them, but they can land on your arm.
Arms or head or whatever else. So
that's pretty cool.
That is cool, because I don't think we've come across anywhere else you can do that yet. So.
But you can hire a golf buggy. We did that because it is quite a walk if you want to walk the whole thing. Big hills.
Very steep. Very steep.
But yeah, it was a nice morning, nice day. It was really well. And we're going to chill out this afternoon at I think there's a lawn bowls competition by the look of it.
Yeah, down here at the Kadanga Country Club. Yeah,
so we're just going to chill here this afternoon and watch this. But while we're on the Kadanga, so we are here at the Country Club. I said before the Jeep is fixed. The Country Club has really, really nice food, and the pub across the road has incredible food.
Yes.
So for us being foodies, it is a great little town, and you're only 20k from Gympie.
Yes, and by the Jeep being fixed, it's the brakes.
Yeah, the brakes are fixed. That's the motor side of it.
Maybe just go that way a tiny bit. Yeah.
We have ordered everything that we think.
Yes, to rectify the
issue. We've ordered it to Gladstone, so we're going to shoot up there for literally, hopefully, just a couple of weeks. Get to work and sort the motor out, get all that done, and then head south again. But yeah, I think that's about where we're at so far.
Yes.
We've ordered, like I said, everything I think we'll need. We can always get more. But we're going to chill out and watch some bowls.
Watch the bowls out here.
Alright, lawn bowls all done for the afternoon. Well, they're still going, but we're done. But yeah, I do want to say again about the food, and where we are. So, where we are is unpowered is $12 a night, and I think Em said $24 a night for a powered site. They have coin-operated showers.
Correct.
And obviously water points and that sort of stuff everywhere. But yeah. So if you're passing through Kananga, Amamore, sort of this side of town, it's definitely a good little central.
Oh, I think so. Great stuff over.
It's only 30k from Kenilworth, and like today we just ducked over to Maleny. Like everything's so close.
Yeah.
But yeah, come in for a feed.
It's a nice campground with the convenience of dinner and everything.
Yeah, dinner. Yeah. Make sure you get a palmy from the pub and get a steak from the country club.
And chips. And
chips at the country club are incredible too.
Coffee and everything.
Yeah, coffee and all the cafe stuff. But we'll see where we end up. I think we'll head off from here tomorrow, start heading towards Gladstone. We're stopping at Maryborough.
Yes, to
pick up a radiator, and I'll take you through that.
Hi.
But yeah, so we'll get a radiator, and I'll take you through what we're doing with that. Maybe when we get it, I'll give you a look.
Yeah.
But we'll see you on the road tomorrow on the way to Maryborough.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we have left the sunny coast. We pulled up last night in Maryborough. We stayed at the Doom Villa soccer club. We stayed there before quite a few times, every time we're sort of going through Maryborough. But we had to pull up here because Em and Isabel have gone across the road over there to the Flying High Bird Sanctuary. It's actually where we did our first ever YouTube video, was there. And we'll put that at the end, the link to that if you want to go watch it. It's the film quality is very lousy. The editing's about the same. But yeah, that's sort of where we did our first video. We've been there a couple of times now. That's why I'm not going. It's sort of, it gets a bit disheartening sometimes when you go to all these things and you can't see none of it. So I opted to sit here, have a chat with you guys. So I said when we went to Maryborough I would get a radiator for the Jeep. So here we have a radiator support panel and just a standard radiator. The radiator is stuffed, but I'm getting another radiator in Gladstone, which will be a good one for a tester. And if it works, then I'll get this one recored. I needed one just for the tanks, because the car has to be drivable for us to take the radiator in to get rebuilt. So I'll get the good one, put it in. If the car runs cool and it is going to work with a standard V8 radiator, then I'll get this one recored. But that's why I've got the new radiator support panel, because I'll show you the issue we're having with what we did, what was that, like 4 years ago now? 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. So basically, this car originally is a 6-cylinder vehicle, and the radiator was literally the size of the grille, which, as you can see there, is tiny. Now, with the LS in it, it used to run quite hot. So I said to Am, I said, I'm not going to stuff around going a little bit bigger in radiators until we work out what works. I said, we'll go the biggest radiator you can literally buy for a car, which is GU Patrol, or GQ Patrol. And then if that works, we'll come down to a V8 one, Jeep one, and then go from there. So basically, to fit the GU Patrol radiator, I've had to cut, I'll come around this way, had to cut the whole radiator support panel out. The radiator normally sat here in front of the body mounts. So I've had to cut, had to cut the whole radiator support panel out and remanufacture the whole thing to fit it. Now that isn't the problem. The problem with it is the radiator is so high that I can no longer run the brace across the bonnet here, which houses the bonnet latch, because the way the bonnet on these latch is there's a big pin each side, and as the bonnet closes down it latches over those pins, whereas the bonnet's there now. So that has allowed the bonnet to bow and flex and bounce in the middle, which is now cracking across the front of the bonnet. Now I don't want that to get any worse because of the bonnet bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. I have got the latch on the side, but because there's no stiffness there, we put this pin in the middle, which still, because it's had to be sprung so it can move a bit, because the bonnets are sprung mounted, so they're very, the bonnets move around a lot. Having this pin in the middle, they were aluminium pins, but because of the amount of movement in the bonnet, it was snapping pins. So I went to stainless pin, which is now cracking, as you can see, actually cracking the radiator support panel. So I said what we'll do, like I said, we'll go back to a V8 radiator, which puts a standard radiator support panel, a standard fitment radiator. I'll get these big 16-inch Maridine fans, I'll make a shroud, make that work, which means this pin will then be gone. So I'll put something over the hole in the bonnet for now until I get down south and I can get another bonnet. And then I'll use these until I get a bonnet, just for, because they're there, I'll use them. But we'll have the standard bonnet latch, which is just reach through from the grill and pop the bonnet. Like, all that will be back to factory. Once we get down south, I'll get a bonnet, do away with all those latches, and should be sweet. This is as long as the V8 radiator keeps the LS cool. Now, the other thing we're doing in Gladstone, so that's the radiator side of it. It's not going to be a big job, but the whole front end has to come off. So guards, inner guards, radiator support, nose cone, the whole lot's got to come off. Front bar will have to come off because we're finally fitting a winch. We are just going with the King's Dominator Extreme because we don't use the winch a lot. So basically I didn't want to go and fork out big money on a winch that we rarely use. So that'll be happening. Now the motor, we compression tested. We always suspected the motor was down on compression because of the symptoms it's having. So we compression test the motor. The motor was all good. It's actually really healthy compression wise. It's got no knocks in it. Like the actual motor itself is, the more we look into it, the motor itself is coming up really good. Looks like the problem is all ECU injection related, and as everybody out there knows, I hate electronic stuff. I'm a mechanical guy. I love anything mechanical. Mechanical, I can fix it anywhere. I can always get us out of trouble. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of haters. A lot of people don't support what I'm going to do, but it's what I'm doing, so it's up to me. It's not up to you. And it's something I can fix anywhere in Australia on the side of the road, and it can't really fail. So all the EFI will be going, whole intake manifold is going. It's going to be no longer fuel injected. It's going to have no ECU. All the core packs will be fired by an MSD LS ignition system, which is basically just an ignition box like any old car has that fires the core packs. And then it's getting a Holly 4-barrel intake manifold. So that way I can tune it anywhere. I know my carbies, I know how to tune them, I know what to do with them. You know, if we get dirty fuel, I can strip it down, clean it out, fix it. If you get dirty fuel on injectors or you blow an injector, it's just not worth the headache to me. I feel there's more reliability in a carby, more tunability, and a hell of a lot more longevity. You mightn't have as smooth a running and all that sort of stuff, and you can't fine tune it as much as you can with the EFI, but I'm not going to need a dyno, I don't need laptops, I don't need nothing to tune it. So like I said, if you hate it, that's fine, it's not yours, you don't have to like it. But yeah, so all that'll be happening, all that's basically going to happen as soon as we get to Gladstone. Radiator winch, motor overhaul. Because like I said, the motor, actually the symptoms we are having, we can be driving along, actually today's a perfect day. So when we leave, you know, the motor can be running perfect. Plenty of power, silent, runs beautiful, and then at the snap of your fingertips, it'll be gutless, pinging its head off, so like a detonation, pinging really, really bad. And then you don't even change anything, don't even do anything, snap your fingertips again, and it'll be running perfect. And the fuel economy changes like 6-7 litres per 100. Like when it does it, it's horrendous. Yeah. But yeah, so that's basically what's happening. It's been doing that for like 2 years now. We've just basically been ignoring it because we haven't wanted to stop and fix it. So that's what's happening with the Jeep. And then a couple of little things with the van at the same time. So when I'm waiting on parts on the Jeep, I'll smash some stuff out on the van. We brought a I forget the name of it now, guys. I'll get him to put the name across the bottom of the screen. They're a water tank monitor. They come in Bluetooth or with a screen. They actually measure the litres running through your pipes instead of a level gauge in the tank itself, so they're a hell of a lot more accurate. So we've ordered one of them, that'll go in. Ordered the second water pump to do, I sort of touched on it a while ago. Basically, instead of running a changeover tap and all that sort of stuff, I thought, oh, I'll get a spare pump. That way, if you blow a water pump, we've got a spare. And then I thought what I'll do is put a pump on each tank. So that way, I just got a two-way switch. I can flick, front tanks have one pump, back tanks have another pump. I can flip from each to each. That way, if the pump does shit itself, we've always got a spare pump there as well. It's sort of just that bit of security because we do a lot of stuff out in the middle of nowhere where we cannot get parts. So that's happening. Our toilet, our Dometic Senyo, I think it is, Dometic Senyo toilet, and can put the name of that on the bottom. When we got it, it was sort of fresh on the market, and we thought, yeah, nice, it's a really nice toilet. Problem with it being, it doesn't seal, it leaks like a sieve, and we were gonna buy a new cassette and just try that, but the cassettes are 500 bucks, whereas a Thetford cassette is 200 bucks. So I said, look, we looked at reviews and heaps of people are having exactly the same issue, and they put new seal kits, O-rings, everything in them, and they still do it. I think they're just a poor design. So we've got a Thetford toilet. I'll be throwing that in. I can do build videos on any of these if anyone wants to see them. Not build videos, like install videos, unboxing. If anyone wants to see them, so it'll be the Thetford toilet, and we'll put the part number on the screen as well because I don't know any of this sort of stuff. Thetford toilet, water pump, water gauge. I think that's all about happening in the van. We'll go with that anyway, eh? And yeah, the Jeep's getting overhauled. So we're hoping to sort of smash this out literally in 2 or 3 weeks. So to you guys, there'll be no real downtime. But for me, it'll be a hell of a lot of work. The snorkel may be going. Not sure yet because your carby runs are 5 5/8, I think it is, opening on the top of your carby, and the top hat conversion they do is a 5 5/8 to 4 inch, which is this is 3 inch, 3.5 inch to here. So it's a hell of a restriction, and the snorkel's 4 inch, so even the 4 inch down to the 5 5/8 is a hell of a reducer. So what I'm basically going to do is, once it's all running, I'll just throw a normal tin top air cleaner on it, tune it, run it, prove that it's all running sweet, not pinging anymore, like, you know, we've got power, everything's working. I'll pull the tin top off and hook the snorkel up and just see how it runs and how it performs, fuel economy, power, all that sort of stuff, process of elimination basically. And if it runs the same, snorkel will stay. If not, it'll have a tin top air cleaner on it, on the carby, just like a old school would. So basically, that's where we're at. I'm gonna sit here and do some more research on stuff and just try and confirm if there's anything else I need to get while Em and Isabel are over playing at the bird park. But if there's any photos and videos that she's taken over there, I don't think she is, because this is like their 3rd time there. Like I said, our first video we ever did was over there, and then they did a girls' day there with Meg and Gemma, a couple of mates, over there as well. So she might get some clips if anything awesome happens. If not, go back and watch those videos if you want to see what it's like. It is an incredible place. Absolutely amazing. It's easily the best bird thing we've been to. It's incredible. But yeah, so I'll wait for him to get back and we'll have a quick chat and end the video. But I'll do some research. All right, so Em is all finished at the bird park, obviously. We have moved on to Glasson, so we are here now.
Yay.
The ball is about to start rolling on the Jeep. I'm going to start getting it to pieces, so I will try and film what I remember to, but
you know what it's like.
I get carried away and I forget to get the camera out and all that sort of stuff. But
yeah.
Birdworld was fun.
Birdworld was great. Like out of the 2 that we did this time, I'll say it again. I think I say it every single time, right? That I so prefer isn't the right word. I guess I enjoy the one at Childers or Apple Tree Creek.
Even Isabel has a lot more fun at that one.
It's a lot more slower pace. Like, so the Birdworld, our tour lasted for 20 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
Isabel and I spent 3 hours at Childers, because you get in the aviaries, they give you feed, and you can sit there, and Isabel just had birds all over her, and it was great, and they sit on her hands so she can have a good look at them, and I just feel like it's a lot more interactive, and you can go at your pace as well. So if you want to sit there and take the time, you absolutely can. If you want to breeze through it, you can. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all done. Like I said, everything's ordered for the Jeep. It's basically just a case of waiting for it.
Yeah.
We have ordered a new toilet for the van because we're having a bit of dramas with the medic toilet, so we've gone to Thetford. We're hoping that's just a straight changeover, but we'll let you know. But yeah, so it's just a case of waiting. Don't forget to get your merch orders in if you want any. Don't forget to get merch orders in if you want merch. Calendar video I'll be dropping the end of this week.
Yeah, I'll just finish the design.
So probably Friday we'll drop a quick little calendar release video.
Yep. In the meantime though, it'll probably already make it up on Facebook or something by that point.
And we're thinking of making the pre-orders for merch shorter, so whether it's a 1 week or 2 week pre-orders, just let us know what you think on that. I just feel a month was too long.
And because we had a few hold-ups with the suppliers as well,
it was a pain in the ass.
It got dragged out as well, so we, rather than waiting a month for everyone,
then waiting for post,
and then waiting, you know, again, if we have another drama with the supplier, you guys have only got to wait longer and longer.
We're thinking of going to either 1 week pre-orders or 2 week pre-orders. Let us know what you think, otherwise we'll just make it up for ourselves. But all orders are out, all orders are in the post if you haven't received it already. If you haven't received it already, you will receive it really soon. It all went out.
It's on its way.
Tuesday?
Monday.
Monday, it all went out Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah, literally it should be far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Tune in for the next video, tearing the Jeep apart again. It's only going to be quick. It's like I said, this is only going to be for probably 1 week, 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, we don't plan to stuff around too much.
It's straight into it.
Get it done and get back to adventuring.
As long as everything goes to plan, getting everything, but we'll let you know.
That's the big thing, right? As long as everything goes to plan.
Yeah, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe, do all that normal stuff, and tune in next week. See you then.